Hey, it's Ethan Skolnick with Alex Baumgartner here at Amerant Bank Arena, where the Florida Panthers lose 5-4 in overtime, get off to a 3-0 lead in the first period, give up 3 goals in the second. Sam Reinhart ties it with 19 seconds left, sending it to overtime. And then the Panthers, I thought, dominated play in the overtime, Alex, but didn't get the goal, and then ultimately a goal for Draisaitl on the other end. What do you think happened in the second period here? Because it just looked like the Panthers were going to run away with this. Lundell had an opportunity to put them up 4-1. It didn't happen. What happened in the second period?
I just think momentum's a big thing in hockey. I know some people don't. I believe it. Edmonton got a quick one early, and then all of a sudden it's 2. They get the power play. Florida kills it, and then it's 3-3. It just wasn't the same type of effort in the second period, and you're going to expect a pushback from the team like the Oilers. I mean, they're the best comeback team this postseason, and they showed it tonight. Once you get to overtime, it doesn't really matter who's generating best flow of play. It's just a bounce, and that Draisaitl goal was exactly that, a lucky bounce that goes in. And you can say the same thing about the Marchand goal in Game 2, a lucky bounce that just gets through the legs, and it's a overtime win.
You know, one of the things that was frustrating tonight is we talk about getting production from Tkachuk. They got it in the first period. A couple of setups from Barkov, who was dominating on faceoffs in the first period, set up at least one of those Tkachuk goals. And I thought overall, a lot of the Panther forwards I thought played well tonight. But again, the second period was tough. Paul Maurice was talking after the game about how these teams are basically evenly matched. It's going to come down to those bounces as we talk about. But additionally, he was saying, well, there was a lot of talk today about just getting on a plane, putting this behind them. They've been very good at this in the past and playing well on the road, particularly after home losses. So I don't expect this to linger with them. It's just that they're facing a really high-quality team. They can't give them opportunities because we've seen, even with McDavid not going off in the past couple of games, Edmonton has found enough guys to score.
It's hard to let a 3-goal lead go away, and then I think them getting it back to overtime will help a little bit. If you lose that game 4-3 in regulation, you even give yourself a chance. I do agree, just get on the flight. It's a 2-2 series, best of 3 now. They've done very good on the road. They've won in Edmonton this year already. That's another tight game that goes to overtime. Your job's to get one and then come back home.
And the interesting thing to see on the Edmonton side, they made a lot of changes today before tonight's game. Didn't work at first, but then another goalie change, and we'll see if Skinner's back in net in Game 5. I know you don't like make predictions, but I'll make a prediction that he's not, right?
I'd go Pickard.
Yeah.
He made that big save on Bennett in overtime to be 3-1 Panthers going back to Edmonton. He doesn't make that glove save. I mean, he had a couple big saves. Reinhart gets a open net goal with 19 seconds left with the extra attacker. I mean, he was solid. You can't go back to Skinner after this.
Yeah,
at least not next game.
I'm with you, but I think the Panthers, they got some work to do to beat him because they struggled to get it past him towards the end of that game. All right, so for Alex Baumgartner, I'm Ethan Skolnick. Panthers, they do things the hard way. 2-2 going back to Edmonton. It's a 2 out of 3 series now. We'll see if they can get their second cup. For Alex Baumgartner, I'm Ethan Skolnick. We'll have more coverage over the next week.